Hi guys, it's Kasia from Tafalarota. I was inspired by one of the videos from Veronica Jude, and it was about the majors on majors spread, and I have been playing with all my decks and trying to figure out which decks would look nice on what. I will link her video below, but just shortly, what it is, you put out majors from 1 to 21, and full is like a, we are the fool. Fool is the hero and the traveler, so it's kind of, you can put it wherever you want to. And then what you do, you create like a map. So you put 3 rows of 7 major arcanas, so 1 to 7, 8 till 14 I think, and then 15 to 21 and the full. And what you do, this creates like a map for you. And the next thing you can do, you take another deck and shuffle. This is your element of suspense. So these ones are put up front and they create like a map of your consciousness. And then you add another card to this map and you create a two card readings. So here, for example, we can see that the Fool can indicate in our map of consciousness, this is like a new beginning, a potential, like this kind of new birth, new adventure. And we can see that maybe I can introduce a little bit of this Fool energy in my relationship. So maybe do something refreshing, something new, something exciting. Don't think too much, act a little bit more, take a risk, do something unusual. And that there is something new maybe being born in my relations, or maybe I have to also make a decision based on being like a fool. So do not be foolish, but be foolish enough to make to take a leap into the unknown. And then you look at the magician, and then you got, magician is your will and your potential. And I have gotten the chariot, so also very yang, very masculine energy. The cat is kind of ready to act, it's got all the tools ready. And then also the charioteer, it's also focused and going for it. So the potential, and how am I using this potential creatively? So here the tarot is encouraging me to go for it. The high priestess, we can see here, and I got temperance. So in a way, maybe there is a need to balance my spiritual life and the active life, and then I can investigate, am I doing maybe too much of this? So I'm quite withdrawn right now and focused on my spiritual growth and not enough of this. And here tarot gives me an advice to balance the two, and so on and so forth. So I was thinking that Delos Tarot and While Unknown, they look quite cool together. Also what looks quite nice could be, for example, the round Daughters of the Moon Tarot, and maybe, let's see, Dark Goddess Tarot. Tarot of the Crown, sorry. I think they go quite cool together. And then you can also do the same thing, so I thought these look cool. Also, I thought the Delos Tarot on the round Daughters of the Moon Tarot would be quite a nice combo. So basically you want a little bit bigger deck on the bottom and a little bit smaller cards on top of the things. For example, the Tarot Noir looks very cool because they're big cards, and you can use any tarot of where is this tarot which I wanted to use? You can use any tarot of Marseille or whatever system you want to use, but I have a cool tarot deck. It's called Tarot of the Master, which I chopped the borders. It's Los Carabio edition, and just I added, you know, some gold on the sides. I etched it. And then when you take the majors from this deck and put it on top of the... That looks really cool, I thought. So then you get, you know, your map and what's happening right now. So yes, you know, have confidence and go off. It's good time to take a leap. And then, oh, where the Fool is, there is some kind of hesitation, you know, so there is an encouragement. Have a little bit more self-confidence and open up to it, and do not block the movement of energy. And there is some renewal happening, you know, there is a Judgment and the Magician. So I love how this works, and you can really play very creatively with it. So these decks look quite nice together. Of course, on this you can put whatever deck you want to, but I like the traditional system. Then I thought, you know, this huge Nature Spirit Tarot, and any deck that is themed with nature, so it could be Herbal Tarot. That looks cool together. And then I thought maybe I've got this little tarot of das Baum Tarot. It's called Madrow, and it's just majors. It's majors only. I don't know if you've seen this deck, but it's like the connotations with this astrological and Kabbalistic signs are a little bit different. So for example, Lovers is Taurus, and so some are a little bit different. Hierophant is Aries, so it's opposite kind of. But in any way, I like the picture, so I thought this could look quite nice on top of this deck. So that's what I was also playing with. So the Nature Spirit and then the Baum Tarot. If you like Thoth, like the Tabula Mundi Tarot, black and white, looks gorgeous when you put them out. And on top of it, you can use Thoth deck. So I have like a tiny TD one, which I chopped, and these are the majors here. And you can just add your elemental shuffle, and when you put this out, you have the same system in color and in black and white, and that looks also quite cool. So you can see like the star, Tabula Mundi star is gorgeous, and then you get the Thoth star, and they both the same system, and I think that looks pretty beautiful. Whenever it looks nice and so kind of inviting, it invites me to play, like I want to play more and more. So these were the decks that I thought looked very nice together, but you can also combine, you know, all different decks. They don't have to be like Rider-Waite Smith on Rider-Waite Smith. You can do whatever, it doesn't matter. But I think keeping it in systems may be just helpful in interpretation, and makes it easier for us to like stick to one system and not get too distracted into many. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll speak to you soon.